What's good, people? Different perspective, as you can see, man, as far as the camera. You see me with my Lokes on. I'm not going to look down too much, obviously, because I'm driving. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but, I'm trying to be as safe as possible. It was just something on my mind, man. I wanted to get it out really quick as I go to work. Some of you guys know I commute. This particular week, we only went in the office one day a week. So we decided to do it on Friday. We're having a little event at work. But whatever. I'm starting to think, man, maybe I should play Madden 24 without abilities. The reason why I'm kind of thinking that way, man, is because, I watched a recent video, shout outs to SimGallCritic Network, as he kind of explained, his dislikes and likes for the abilities in Madden. Something that I've thought about quite often as well. A lot of those abilities do come off very arcade. The interesting thing, though, is you've heard me say in the past that to some degree I do like the abilities at times because it does separate players. It kind of gives that player differentiation, if you will, right? However, there's some things that are completely arcade. It's absolute. Anytime you introduce absolutes into a game, it's arcade. And I understand some people are going to say, oh, well, it is a video game. I get that. But if you're going to be marketing yourself as the simulation, especially when we all know that Madden right now has the quote-unquote simulation license, right? And 2K Sports is able to get back in the arena, but it's from an arcade standpoint. Then if you're going to be marketed as a simulation, then you need to replicate simulation football to the best of your ability. Now, I will agree with SimGallCritic Network, where he said, hey, if you want to do that in the competitive space, fine. Okay. But when we're talking about like franchise mode, I've always said that franchise mode, man, should really just be the overall NFL experience. Anything that you would experience in the NFL, you're going to experience in franchise mode. And we all know that the depth in franchise mode is still not where it needs to be, where it could be, where it should be. Just judging off of past Maddens and NFL 2K5. We all know that. We know they're trying to, slowly progress franchise mode, but it's still not quite where it needs to be. So, that's a whole different conversation. But at the end of the day, that experience, from gameplay to off-field tasks to presentation should replicate what you see in the NFL, right? So with that said, you shouldn't have these absolute abilities. What they also should allow us to do, especially since they're catering, somewhat to the offline gamer, we also should have the ability to turn on certain abilities and turn off certain abilities. It's mainly the X factors, right? It's the X factors that are really the ones that get kind of crazy. Talking to my man Smitty last night, and shout out to Smitty. We will be back soon, guys. Smitty had something pop up last night, so we couldn't bring you guys a show. I know it's been several weeks. I've been on vacation and stuff like that. We will be back. We got a lot to talk about. It's Madden season, so you guys will get a podcast from Smitty and myself. But talking to Smitty last night, I fully agree with him, man. I wish there was a way that we could only keep superstar abilities on, right? So you can kind of weed out some of those absolutes. So maybe that needs to be an option as well. But overall, man, I really just wanted to make this video. Like I said, it was on my mind this morning, and I have a pretty decent drive, so I figured I might as well cut a video or what have you. I drive from Pennsylvania to DC. I know, sounds crazy, right? But it is what it is. My home office is in DC, man. I work from home mostly, but on occasion I do have to travel, and it's all good. I can't be mad at that. But like I said, it was just on my mind really quick, man. I haven't had an opportunity to make a lot of content recently, so I want to try to keep the content coming. I'm about to get back into that space where you're going to start getting a lot of videos from me. And I, just wanted to get these thoughts out, get these thoughts out. It's very similar to when, a lot of you guys know, back in the day I used to be an artist. It's very similar to that. A lot of times I would have these ideas and I would go and record them, lay them down. But yeah, I wanted to get that out, man. And I wanted to ask you guys, have you guys played the game without abilities, and what was your experience? And I asked Smitty that last night. He said he's done it. What has been your experience? And also, I would like to hear from the PC gamers. I know the mod community. Shout outs to my guy Sabo. I know you guys have done a lot of different type of work, with difficulty and all of that to try to make the game best, the best it could be. I think I've heard some of you guys say that you turn off abilities. I'm not 100% sure, but I just want to get that information from any of you guys that have experienced the game that way. What are your thoughts? Because I really think I might lean into that for Madden 24 for my franchise series, and just see if I can get some better gameplay. The only thing that kind of concerns me, man, is a lot of people say, well, not even say, a lot of us have seen it, when you don't have an ability, like certain things seems like it's null and void, like pass rush and stuff like that. So I do want to see how that plays out. Really want to see how that plays out. But yeah, that's just my quick video for the day. Like I said, man, just wanted to get something out while it was on my mind. Have you guys played Madden without the abilities? Would you recommend that? What was your experience, et cetera, et cetera? Any information you can provide for me in that regard. But I think that's the way I might go, at least starting out in Madden 24. So we shall see. But outside of that, of course, I'm going to remind you guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Turn on those notifications, and yeah, be looking out for much more content coming your way. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.